ako, si Eliza po, at saka si Hazel Zaira job. Ito yung pagtukoy sa mga responsibilities and obligation ng mga positions sa trabaho. Wherein, bakit ba natin kailangan ng pagsusuri or ng job evaluation? Of course, to improve human resource management by not just recruiting but also appointing appropriate workers for each position and setting appropriate compensation. So at this point, matatalakay natin not only the importance of job evaluation but also on how to conduct one. Furthermore, the types or the methods of job evaluation that used to set compensation level. So, ayan, let's proceed to the next one, which is based on a combination of job content. So, pagdating dito sa job content, mostly kasi yung knowledge is needed to perform the position and responsibilities pagdating dito sa job evaluation. So, sunod naman yung skills required. Ay, mali pala. Sa job content po pala, ito yung yung summary of all the detailed functions and responsibilities. Ano ba? Ay, addition pala, bukod dun sa knowledge, ang leadership din or guidance, yun din yung isa sa kailangan, which is nare-receive natin or napoprovide natin sa iba, sa ating mga kako-employees, ganun po. So, sa lahat ng mga nasasakupan. Plus, yung level of analytical and problem-solving skills. Ayun po yung kadalasan na required pagdating sa sa job evaluation. Next po nun ay value to the organization. Dito kasi, organizational values are what we call the bedrock of an organization. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng bedrock? Bedrock means base or a substructure, of an organization. Kumbaga, kadikit na ng organization yung values. They are the foundation on what the organization is built, kumbaga. They are described the individual and corporate behaviors that will get the organization from where it is now to achieving. The mission and living the vision. Ay, wait lang. So, next is the organizational culture. Dito naman, ito po yung collection of all values, expectation, and practices that guide and inform the actions of all members. So, think of it date of the jurisdiction of any particular country. Oh, sana. Ba't nawala? Wala. Ba't wala? Wait lang po, sir. Wait lang po. Nawala po yung para dun. Alam, ba't nawala? Wait lang po, wait lang po. Let's talk about the many ways to create internal structure. Ay. Sige po. So, this structure naman is about business and work-related internal structure, wherein there is two types of job-based and person-based. Person-based is a strategy focused on paying for qualification and specialized skills and competencies. As you can see, pareho silang nakapaloob sa Chapter 6. So, let's go on the job-based, or what we call the job-based pay. This is the most traditional type of a compensation system in which pay is set on the basis of the job itself. Also, job-based is in contrast to skill-based of their skills and knowledge level. So, nung nakaraang linggo ay tinalakay nung naunang grupo yung about sa job analysis and job descriptions, wherein ito yung nagsisilbing kung proseso ng pag-gather at pag-analyze ng mga information about the content and the human requirements of jobs, as well as the context requirements of jobs which is performed. Ito ay ginagamit to determine placement of jobs. So, go on to the chapter 5. Ito yung tinatalakay natin ngayon at tatalakayin pa natin mamaya. Tatalakayin ko pa mamaya. The job evaluation and its classes. So, sundan nyo na lang ako nasan yung aking dinidiscuss. So, followed by the factor, degrees, and weighting, and also the base structure. Sa gilid naman, makikita natin dyan yung main purpose of creating internal structure, which is to collect, rather summarize work information at kung ano yung dapat nating i-value, moreover, how to assess value, and lastly, translate into a structure. So, dito makikita natin yung flow or yung pagkakasunod-sunod, and it's also the purpose. By the way, in addition po sa purpose, it is help po. Natutulungan po nito yung organization work toward its goal, ensuring smooth and efficient functioning. So, ayan po yung karagdagang purpose nitong internal structure na ito. So, let's see what's on the next slide. The assumptions underlying different views of job evaluation. So, isa-isayin natin between their aspects and their opinion, assumptions rather. So, una dyan, yung assessment of job content. So, when it comes po dun sa views of job evaluation, ang assessment po of job evaluation ay merong pangunahing halaga outside external market. So, why should I say so? By means of uh, market pricing, which is individual jobs and able to create effective and competitive pay plans and allocate compensation cost wisely. So, ngayon i-discuss ko muna din, mamaya papaliwanag ko na. Sunod po nun ay assessment of relative value. Stakeholders can reach consensus on value. Then the next one is the external market link. Value cannot be determined without external market. Ang kasunod ay measurement. Funding measurement will provide objective measures. Negotiation. Pagdating dito sa views about negotiation, it brings rationality to social or political process, establishes rules of the game, and invites participation. Kung ating isa-summarize, ang assumption or views dito is nag-underline siya sa perspective on jobs evaluation. May mga nagsasabi na the content of jobs has intrinsic value that the evaluation will uncover. Ang iba naman po ay nagsasabi na the only fair measure of job evaluation is only found in the external market. Ang iba naman ay nagsasabi na contemporary job evaluation practices are just and fair. And others say they are just fair. So, next po nun ay defining job evaluation content value. External market links. Perspective differ on whether job evaluation is based on job content or job value. Internal alignment based on content orders jobs on the basis of the skills required for the jobs and the duties and responsibility associated with the jobs. A structure based on job value orders job on the basis of the relative contribution of the skills, duty, and responsibilities of each job to organization's goals. So, when we talk about perspective, it is differ on whether job evaluation is based on a content or a job value. Internal alignment, ito naman ay based on a content or this job kumbaga. Mga kailangan, tungkulin at responsibility sa trabaho. Internal alignment is just one of the building blocks of the pay model. Job content matters, but it is not the only basis for it. Job value may also include the job value in the external market or exchange value. Plus, pay rates may be influenced by collective bargaining or negotiation. Internal alignment, also known as a set of strategies, policies, and systems laid by an organization. Ito ay may kaugnayan sa trabaho, skills, and competencies in the organization. To be exact, ang external competitiveness refers to how an organization pays for jobs in relation to its competitors. So, dumako naman tayo on linking content with the external market. Some see job evaluation as a process for linking job content and internal value with external market rates as aspects of job content. Example is the skills required and customer contacts take on value based on their relationship to market wages, because higher skill levels or willingness to work more closely with customers usually command higher wages in the labor market. Then skill level and nature of customer contacts become useful criteria for establishing differences among jobs. So dito naman, the more na mataas yung skill level mo or yung willingness mo para magtrabaho and more closely ka sa mga customer, usually it commands higher wages in the labor market. Ayun. So, kasunod naman ito. If some aspect of job content, such as stressful working condition, is not related to wages paid in the external labor market, then that aspect may be excluded in the job evaluation. Job evaluation, as we'll see, is an important tool of organization that wish to differentiate themselves from competitors. If, example, their particular strategy relies more heavily on certain job or skills than the case in other organization. For example, nito ay sa merkado. So, dito naman, there should be an impact on the outcomes of external market, wherein an increasingly service-oriented economy requires an organization to attract and retain customers to ensure competitive advantage. So let's proceed on the other one, the technical and process of dimension. So, ayan, if job evaluation can be made sufficiently rigorous and systematic, objective, numerical, generalizable, documented, and reliable, then it can be judged according to technical standards. Just as with employment test, the reliability, validity, and usefulness of job evaluation plans can be compared. Dito naman it is focuses on the model. Example po nun ay on how model is processed during the importation or exportation from different software platforms, and the process focuses on people. For example naman po nun is how people exchange information through the use of models. So, job evaluation as a process that helps gain acceptance of pay differences among jobs and administrative procedure through which the parties become involved and committed. Its statistical validity is not the only issue. Its usefulness also comes from providing a framework for a give and take and exchange of views. So, what about gaining acceptance in job evaluation? This is before undertaking job evaluation. Top management, of course, must explain and aims and uses of the program to managers, also emphasizing the benefits. So, dito naman tayo sa Exhibit 5.3. Um, Exhibit 5.3 shows job evaluation's role in determining an internal aligned job structure. As we all know, process begins with a job analysis in which the information of the job is collected and that job description summarize the information and serve as an input for the evaluation. So the exhibit calls out some of the major decisions in the job evaluation process. They are establish the purpose, decide whether to use a single or multiple plans, choose among alternative methods, obtain involvement of relevant stakeholders, and evaluate the usefulness of the result. Establish the purpose. Supports organization strategy. Job evaluation aligns with the organization's strategy by including what is about work that adds value, that contributes to pursuing the organization's strategy and achieving its objectives. Job evaluation helps answer how this job adds value. So, dito naman, ang job evaluation ay parte ng proseso on establishing an internal aligned pay structure which supports the organization strategy, fits the workflow, is fair when it comes to the employees, and motivates the behavior toward organization objectives. Sana ako. So, supports workflow. Job evaluation supports workflow in two ways. It integrates each job's pay with its relative contribution to the organization, and it helps set pay for a new unique or changing jobs. So, paano ba makakatulong ang job evaluation on the organization strategy? Of course, to motivate people's behavior toward organization's objectives, job evaluation. So, job evaluation calls out the employees. What is it about their work that the organization values, and also what support the business strategy and its key factors contributing the success of the organization. So bakit so ayan. So how does the job evaluation support the workflow nga pala? Siyempre, by incorporating each different jobs with its relative contribution to the organization. And meron pang isa. Secondly po yung setting pay for new one of or other changing jobs within organization. Is fair to employees. Job evaluation can reduce disputes and grievances over pay differences among jobs by establishing a workable, agreed-upon structure that reduces the role of chance favoritism and basis and, and bias in setting pay. Dito naman masasagot yung kahalagahan ng pagiging fair sa assessment of employees. Kasi it helps us in future reward a good work, make staffing and changes and increasing productivity sa pagdating sa organization. So, bakit kailangan na ma-motivate ang behavior ng empleyado towards organization? So, ayan. Alin po, sir? Sa job evaluation po, may mga process po siya na kailangang sundin, which is po yung pagdating sa opo. Proceed na po ako, sir. So, dito na tayo sa single versus multiple plans. Really, rarely do employers evaluate all jobs in the organization at one time. More typically, a related group of jobs. Ay, Diyan, ay, pakinggan niyo po. Ah, akala ko po na, sige po. Salamat po. Akala ko po kasi sir ay nawala na ako. So, ayan, sa single versus multiple plans. Really, do employers evaluate all jobs in the organization at one time? More typically, a related group of jobs, for example, manufacturing, technical, or administrative will be the focus.